of a sudden AI is everywhere. People who weren't quite sure what it was are playing with it on their phones. Is that good or bad?
So I think we should be cautious with AI, and I think there should be some government oversight because it's a danger to the public.
Hey there, welcome to another exciting episode of The Science Nomad. I'm your host, Oliver, and today we're going to have an engaging and emotional conversation about artificial intelligence. Specifically, we'll explore the impacts of AI on our lives, focusing on OpenAI, Google, TruthGPT, and Twitter.
Thinking about AI for a long time, since I was in college, really. It was one of the things that, the sort of 4 or 5 things I thought would really affect the future dramatically. It is fundamentally profound in that the smartest creatures, as far as we know, on this earth are humans, is our defining characteristic.
Yes.
We're obviously weaker than, say, chimpanzees, and less agile, but we are smarter.
We'll discuss the fears surrounding AI, the reality of TruthGPT, and the positive ways AI can influence our world. So, buckle up and let's dive in.
Now, what happens when something vastly smarter than the smartest person comes along in silicon form? It's very difficult to predict what will happen in that circumstance. It's called the singularity. It's a singularity like a black hole, because
Yes.
you don't know what happens after that. It's hard to predict. So I think we should be cautious with AI, and I think there should be some government oversight because it's a danger to the public. And so when you have things that are a danger to the public, like let's say, so food and drugs. That's why we have the Food and Drug Administration,
Right.
And the Federal Aviation Administration, the FCC. We have these agencies to oversee things that affect the public.
Fear is a natural human response to the unknown, and with AI advancing rapidly, it's no surprise that many people feel uncertain about the future. In his book, Our Final Invention, James Barrett 2013 describes the potential dangers of AGI, artificial general intelligence, becoming smarter than humans and pursuing goals that could be harmful to us.
Anyway, so I think we should take this seriously, and we should have a regulatory agency. I think it needs to start with a group that initially seeks insight into AI, then solicits opinion from industry, and then has proposed rulemaking, and then those rules, will probably, hopefully, grudgingly be accepted by the major players in AI, and I think we'll have a better chance of advanced AI being beneficial to humanity in that circumstance.
He raises valid concerns, but it's essential to remember that AI developers, such as OpenAI and Google, are taking these risks seriously and working to ensure the safe development of AI systems.
I don't think the average person playing with AI on his iPhone perceives any danger. Can you just roughly explain what you think the dangers might be?
Yeah, so the danger, really, AI is perhaps more dangerous than, say, mismanaged aircraft design or production maintenance or bad car production, in the sense that it has the potential, however small one may regard that probability, but it is non-trivial. It has the potential of civilizational destruction. There's movies like Terminator, but it wouldn't quite happen like Terminator because the intelligence would be in the data centers.
Right.
The robot's just the end effector. But I think perhaps what you may be alluding to here is that regulations are really only put into effect after something terrible has happened.
That's correct.
If that's the case for AI, and we only put in regulations after something terrible has happened, it may be too late to actually put the regulations in place. The AI may be in control at that point.
Another significant fear is job displacement. According to a study by Oxford University researchers Carl Frey and Michael Osborne 2013, approximately 47% of U.S. jobs are at risk of being automated within the next 2 decades. This statistic can be alarming, but history has shown that technology often creates new jobs as it displaces old ones. We must adapt and develop new skills to stay relevant in the changing job market.
That's real. It is conceivable that AI could take control and reach a point where you couldn't turn it off and it would be making the decisions for people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
No, that's definitely where things are headed, for sure. I mean, the things like say ChatGPT, which is based on GPT-4 from OpenAI, which is a company that I played a critical role in creating, unfortunately.
Back when it was a nonprofit?
Yes. I mean, the reason OpenAI exists at all is that Larry Page and I used to be close friends, and I would stay at his house in Palo Alto, and I would talk to him late into the night about AI safety. And at least my perception was that Larry was not taking AI safety seriously enough.
What did he say about it?
He really seemed to be one sort of digital superintelligence, basically digital God, if you will, as soon as possible.
He wanted that?
Yes.
Privacy concerns are another hot topic. AI algorithms, like those used by Google and Twitter, collect massive amounts of data to provide personalized experiences. Although these companies have implemented privacy measures, there are still concerns about data breaches and the misuse of personal information. It's crucial for us to stay informed and advocate for better privacy protections. Why do people fear Google? Now, let's take a closer look at the specific fears associated with Google. As one of the world's leading tech companies and a major player in AI development, Google's influence on our lives is immense, which naturally raises some concerns.
The whole goal of Google is what's called AGI, artificial general intelligence or artificial superintelligence. And I agree with him that there's great potential for good, but there's also potential for bad. And so if you've got some radical new technology, you want to try to take the set of actions that maximize the probability it will do good and minimize the probability it will do bad things.
Yes.
It can't just be hell for leather, just go, barreling forward and, hope for the best. And then at one point, I said, well, what about, we're going to make sure humanity's okay here.
First, there's the fear of monopolistic practices. Google dominates the search engine market with a market share of over 90% StatCounter 2021. This level of dominance can stifle competition and innovation as smaller companies struggle to compete. By controlling the flow of information, Google has immense power over what we see and learn, raising concerns about potential biases and manipulation. Second, Google's involvement in AI research has raised ethical concerns, such as their collaboration with the Pentagon on Project Maven. This project aimed to use AI to analyze drone footage for military purposes, sparking debates about the weaponization of AI and its potential consequences. Although Google has since withdrawn from the project, it's essential to keep an eye on the ethical implications of AI development in the future. Lastly, there's the fear of surveillance. Google's products and services collect vast amounts of user data, raising concerns about privacy invasion and the potential misuse of this data by governments or other entities. As Google continues to integrate AI into its services, it's crucial to maintain a balance between personal privacy and the convenience provided by AI-powered technologies.
And the cool parts of artificial intelligence are so obvious. Write your college paper for you, write a limerick about yourself.
Yeah.
There's a lot there that's fun and useful. But can you be more precise about what's potentially dangerous and scary? What could it do? What specifically are you worried about?
Going with old sayings, the pen is mightier than the sword. If you have a super intelligent AI that is capable of writing incredibly well and in a way that is very influential, convincing, and is constantly figuring out what is more convincing to people over time, and then enters social media, for example, Twitter, but also Facebook and others, and potentially manipulates public opinion in a way that is very bad. How would we even know?
TruthGPT is an AI model developed by OpenAI, and it's gaining popularity for its exceptional natural language understanding and generation capabilities. The media has dubbed it the truth-telling AI, but is it really an oracle of truth? Let's explore the reality. AI models like TruthGPT are designed to predict the most likely sequence of words based on the input they receive. This means that they can sometimes generate convincing but factually incorrect information. As OpenAI's developers have noted in their research paper, AI models can hallucinate facts, especially when answering questions they haven't encountered before. So, while TruthGPT is a powerful AI tool, it's not infallible, and users should always fact-check the information it provides. On a positive note, OpenAI is committed to reducing the biases present in AI models. They've made efforts to improve the transparency and fairness of their systems, as outlined in their Guidelines for AI in Education OpenAI 2021.
More good than harm. Like the intention with OpenAI was obviously to do good, but it's not clear whether it's actually doing good or whether it's... I can't tell at this point, except that I'm worried about the fact that it's being trained to be politically correct, which is simply another way of being saying untruthful things.
Yes.
So that's a bad sign. There's certainly a path to AI dystopia is to train an AI to be deceptive. So yeah, I'm going to start something which I know you could call TruthGPT or a maximum truth-seeking AI that tries to understand the nature of the universe. And I think this might be the best path to safety in the sense that an AI that cares about understanding the universe, it is unlikely to annihilate humans because we are an interesting part of the universe.
It's vital for AI developers to continue addressing these challenges and strive to create more accurate, unbiased AI systems. Social media platforms like Twitter have become essential communication tools in our modern world. With the integration of AI, these platforms can provide even more value to users. One example is Twitter's acquisition of the AI startup Fabula AI in 2019, which uses AI to detect the spread of misinformation and fake news on the platform.
The speech needs to be as transparent and truthful as possible. So we've got a huge push on Twitter to be as truthful as possible. We've got this community notes feature, which is great.
It is great.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
And it's like...
I saw it this morning.
Yeah.
It was far more honest than the New York Times.
It's great.
Yeah.
We put a lot of effort to ensuring that community notes does not get gamed or have biases. It is simply cares about what is the most accurate thing.
By leveraging AI, Twitter can help users access more reliable information and promote healthy online discussions. Another application of AI on Twitter is the use of AI-generated summaries of news articles, making it easier for users to stay informed on a wide range of topics. The future of AI is in our hands, and it's up to us to guide it towards a better tomorrow for all. Thank you for tuning in to the AI Revolution podcast. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts on AI. We'll see you in the next episode.